Alright, hello guys, it's me again, Frank Asiimov, and once again I'm with John. How are you, John?
Hey man, I'm fine, how are you?
Pretty tired. As you
Yeah.
know, we had pretty bad days lately,
Yes, indeed.
so yeah, I'm really tired. Would you like to tell anyone who is listening to us what happened to us the past few days?
Well, the past few days have been really hectic, I must admit. Well, at first, me and my friend, the boss, the other guitarist, we were at Starry, and we heard the gunshots, and, well, you weren't even involved, Frank. We were just with the two of us.
Nah.
And so we went, like, up the hill next to the military tents at Starry, and to see what was happening, and they were shooting in the field. And all of a sudden, my friend Boss, he gets shot in the leg by, well, presumably a Winchester round, so I'm presuming like a Winchester rifle, or maybe an FN FAL. Like, for all I know, it was just a fucking bullet that hit my friend in the leg. So, he went down, and, yeah, I had to bandage him, because he was passed out, and I had to check his pulse, and well, luckily he was still alive. And luckily there was no artery hit. And so I performed a little bit of CPR, maybe that will help him. Like, I don't know why it will help, but well, I started doing it, and he got back up. And so we took some time and gave him some food, and after like half an hour, 45 minutes, we felt like let's go check on these people in the field because well, they look a bit miserable. So we decided to check them out, and yeah, we found some really good stuff on them. But I mean, they weren't going to use it anymore. Well, turns out we got in trouble for that. Because, well, we
Yeah.
met you down the road again.
Yeah, I remember.
Where were we? At Cabanino?
Yeah, it was Cabanino.
Yeah, we were at Cabanino on our way to Vibar. Yeah, we were on our way up to Vibar. And so we ran into this group. Didn't catch any names, of course. Didn't know which group it was. So they asked, yeah, where'd you get the AKM? Because I found an AKM. I thought, well, just going to carry it around. Like,
Yeah.
who's going to use it? And so, yeah, they held us at gunpoint because they presumed we killed their buddies. Well, that is not true because we were just two guitarists and, well, I'm quite peaceful.
Yeah.
And you were with us as well. Well, you didn't do anything either. You had no clue.
Yeah,
So,
just wrong place, wrong time.
yeah, and so we walked down the road they tied us up, and so we had to walk, and the boss, he just fainted on the floor, and they said, yeah, fuck him. We're just gonna move on now. That wasn't the nicest thing of them to do. So we were taken to, I think it was Viber military base?
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least
the
it was
military compound
yeah.
between Viber and Cabanino.
Yeah, at least it was their compound and their hideout for now. So we were taken hostage in there, in the prison. There was this mad doctor, like he wanted to cut Frank up so bad, and he took Frank upstairs, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. I had to say that I was pretty scared.
Yeah,
I
I can
mean,
imagine
he
so.
pointed his knife right. He was touching my face with his fucking knife.
Fucking
Crazy
hell.
dude.
Crazy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's hope we never run into those people again. Me at least. I don't want no trouble with them again. So, after a while, they released us eventually. They were like, yeah, well, here you go. Here's some supplies. We didn't get any supplies, of course.
Yeah.
Just let us go. Just like, yeah, fuck off now. So,
Of course, no weapon,
no
nothing.
weapon, nothing to defend. Even took my fucking guitar and left it on the road. So they told us not to go back to Starry, Novi, or Cabanino. Vibar, not so much, but well, at least we had to go back and try to see if Boss was still alive. Luckily he was, and he was just laying there on the ground, almost getting eaten by infected.
Yeah, I
And
was really concerned about him. I
yeah,
thought he was dead.
yeah, he could have been dead very easily.
Yeah.
Well, that rounded up the first round of banter and idiocy for the last couple of days. And well, earlier, like yesterday, got We were at Novi. Boss was playing guitar, and I was just on the lookout. And you were laying on the hill
Yeah.
because I radioed you in saying, "Look out for us, please. We are at the
Yeah.
the church in Novi, and so
Mhm.
please just lay on the hill behind the church to see if people come in here and try to fuck with us again." And so sooner or later, yes, of course, there were two people. I told them, be careful, you're gonna get robbed in this area if you're not careful. Well, and they didn't take it like quite friendly, I guess. They took it the wrong way. And so they captured me and Boss. Yeah, took us up the mountain. And there we were held at gunpoint. They were telling us, yeah, this and that. I can't exactly remember what they were telling us, but they didn't like the way I talked to them, as if I was
Yeah.
that guy.
And
Yeah.
they crashed your radio, so I
Yeah.
had no more contact with you guys, so I could only guess what was happening from what I could see.
Yes, that is indeed right. So yeah, you just had to go on a guess. Like, you could obviously see we were in distress. And so you saw he raised his gun at us, and you took 2 or 3 pot shots.
Yeah,
You were taking
I had
two
to make a decision. I mean, I was not willing to kill anyone today, so but someone rose his gun at my friend's face,
Yep.
and I reacted. I mean, I'm not proud of that, but I tried to defend my body.
Yeah.
So yeah, I took 3 shots and tried to take him down. But
That's true.
I'm sorry, I fell. I missed the 3 shots, and they ran away again in the woods.
Yeah. So yeah, they took us. They were all zigzaggy, and they were really nervous at this point because, well, Frank was taking some shots at them just in order for them to let us go. Because, well, what did they want from us? Well, sooner or later,
No idea.
we were at the radio station the eastern way, out of Novi.
Yeah, northeast.
Yeah. Like, on top of the hill, there was a radio station. Well, they took me and was there, and they tortured me because they had no idea, because we were keeping it a secret, because I damn well know it was Frank, but I ain't gonna tell it was Frank. I was just saying, yeah, there ain't no friends of ours. There are no friends of ours. Just to get us a bit, well, safer. Well, it turned out that it was just the opposite, because things just from bad to worse. No,
Yeah.
quite my fault, and also nothing to do with it. And so we were taken up to the radio station after some chatter in the woods, because they were obviously afraid. So would I be, for someone taking shots at me. And on top of the hill I was tortured. They carved a heart in my arm. They cut a piece of my skin. Made it bleed really bad. And luckily you are a couple of 100 meters away from us.
Yeah, I was closer than that, because when you stopped at the radio station, I was able to hear you guys. So I was, maybe 50 meters. So I turned around the top of the hill where you were, trying to get an angle on you, trying to see you, but it took me a while. So once I found a good spot, I was able to see the 2 guys that were taking you hostage. And I was waiting, to see what they were doing. If maybe they would have decided to release you, So if they would have done that, I would have never ever shot again. But
It was not that case.
Yeah, I spotted one of the 2 guys trying to, move a lot, looking in my direction, and I was pretty sure that he spotted me. And I had no more visual on the second one for, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So I just guessed, fuck, he saw me, and his friend is just going around to go in my back. So I turned around also, and he was there, just waiting behind me.
Yeah.
I tried to take him hostage. I waited like 10 seconds to see what he was gonna do. I was about to point my gun at him and capture him to trade him against you, but
Yeah.
he took a weapon, so I had no choice. I pulled the trigger and I killed him. I shot probably 6 or 7 times right in his chest, and he was down. He was dead, definitely dead.
Yes.
And I ran away to get some safety, because I was pretty sure that the other guy was gonna come for me. So I got another spot, and I waited, and this is when you got released. They told me we are free and we're running.
Yeah, that's true. At this time you were shooting and you were behind the hill. I had no idea you were behind the hill because you later told me while we were released. Because I did hear the shooting. I assumed it was you because, well, you had an AK, you had a gun at least.
Yeah.
I assumed it was you because you knew we were taken hostage. And, yeah, I think you got one guy. And so we were taken some further down the hill, and there we were set free. And I never saw the dudes again. So
But I'm pretty sure they are still alive, and they are still willing to hurt people.
At least four.
At least 4, yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, watch out. Be careful.
Bad people on the road.
Yeah. Bad people in the woods too, everywhere. Yeah. Be safe and always be careful with who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
So if you see anyone with a clown mask, be careful. They are not
really
nice people. We are probably in danger telling that to you, that clowns are monsters, but they are. So be careful when you see clown masks.
Yes, indeed. Well, in other news, the weather.
Yeah.
It's been shit lately.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can hear the rain over the microphone.
Yeah, I think so. I can hear it right now on the roof.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
and it has been raining for, what, 4 days now?
4 days, almost 5, yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm done with this weather. I mean, it's already hard enough to survive when there is some sun, but when it's raining, nah, you can't do fire, you can't eat hot food.
No, you can't, you absolutely can't.
Yeah, that's...
Well, at least you have to make a campfire inside a house. Who's gonna do that? That's life-threatening.
Yeah.
All the carbon monoxide, it's not
Yeah,
good for
that's really dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
We also have another bad news. We got robbed. Twice.
Yes, twice.
Yeah.
Our tents, yes.
Yeah, our tents. We had like a private camp.
Yes.
In the woods. Somewhere we won't tell where, of course. But they stole all our stuff. And they even stole the tent I had next to the radio station.
Yeah.
Next to the radio tower.
Yeah.
They took everything, even the tent.
So it's safe to say, well, our camps are gone. We are forced to move somewhere else now. Of course, we will be going back to the radio station to record.
Yeah, but that's pretty much why we haven't been broadcasting for the past few days.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. We don't have any new songs, any new CDs and stuff like that. So it has been a pretty tough couple of days.
Yeah. And I think I'm gonna announce some good news now. Lately,
Oh, tell me.
forced to travel a lot, and by that forcing travel, I found an electric guitar, a working,
Oh, wow.
presumably a working electric guitar, of course. I have still got to find an amplifier, but that's
Yeah.
going to be a bit harder. But I think I can, if I have an amplifier, I can convert the truck batteries you find
Yeah.
sometimes, and maybe I can convert them via some way to power up my amplifier, and then make some
Yeah,
more.
it sounds possible.
Yeah, make some more noise. Get people in the area to come by and stop, listen for some music. That'd be nice, of course.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Speaking
sure
of,
people would be happy to hear some electric guitar.
yeah,
The electric guitar reminds everybody like the modern times more
yeah,
than the casual guitar.
yes,
So it would be really good to hear some again.
yeah, it would very well be. Speaking of, if you guys find some musical notes or instruments or some tabs for me or a boss to use, you can bring them over to the radio station, or we
Yeah,
can make an
you are
appointment.
right.
Yeah, we can make
Yeah,
an appointment in Novi.
that
Even
would
though
be
it's,
awesome,
yeah,
guys.
that would be really fantastic. I would really appreciate it, of course. So yeah, if you have some musical notes, doesn't matter if they're really notes or just tabs. Doesn't matter. You can just
Yeah.
give them to me if you don't need them anymore, and I'll make the best of
Or
it. I'll
we could
produce
even
them.
just write a copy of them.
Yeah, we could just write a copy and you get it back. That'd be fantastic as well. Because then there are two.
Yeah.
Of course,
And
yeah.
once again, if you just want to stop by the radio to have someone to chat with,
Yeah.
or have the feeling that someone listens to your story, just please stop and we will chat. It would be my pleasure to have you guys here.
Yeah, anytime.
So seriously, just come. I think I'm not I'm maybe not right about, but I think we're pretty nice guys. We just want to make the world a better place. So
Yeah. It just needs to be a better place, full of
Yeah.
music and less guns, of
definitely,
course.
yeah.
So yeah, speaking of guns, use guns to kill the infected. Can you
Yeah.
tell your first time do you remember the first time you found an infected person?
How could I forget the first time I saw
Well,
an infected?
been a long day. Almost
Yeah.
over 700 days. I don't know precisely, but it's been around 700 days now.
I have no notion of time anymore, dude.
I do. It's okay.
So you would say over 700 days
Over
since the
700
outbreak?
days. Yeah,
Oh, God.
almost. Yeah.
So that's a fucking long time. I don't even know how we survived that long, but I'm
Neither.
happy we did. Yeah.
Sure.
So my first time, the first time I saw an infected, it was back when I was in France. Few days after the official outbreak that the media announced, I hit the road with my truck to go to Chernarussian to find my wife. Yeah, Anna. And I traveled like 2 days before I see a huge traffic. I mean, people everywhere in the highway.
Yeah.
It was one of the highways that is going east to Germany
Yeah.
from north of France, and the road was just blocked from both sides. So I couldn't drive in anymore. So I decided to walk. I knew it was a bad idea. At this point, I couldn't imagine to be able to reach a country so far east just by walking. But, I just thought I will find another car, right?
Yeah.
It's no big deal. Just keep it cool. It's gonna be okay. We'll find Anna. So, well, I get out of my truck and I start to walk between all the vehicles, all the car, and I start to hear people screaming really hard. I've never heard so much people crying at the same time, so much people yelling, and I had no idea what was happening. Maybe someone died, I don't know, I really had no idea. I did not realize how bad the world was at this moment. So anyway, I kept on going between the cars, and there I saw it. A human, or at least what I thought one day has been human, with crazy eyes, like blood everywhere on his face. And he was just walking. He was not even running. He was walking, trying to grab people's. And it was a pretty tall guy. This infected was a pretty tall guy. And he grabbed someone and just bite through his neck, through someone else's neck, and started to rip him apart. And I thought it was disgusting. I almost puked at this moment. And I just remember his face. No emotion, no regret, no nothing. It was just willing to bite someone. And that's what he did. So when I saw him biting another dude, and the second guy just turned on, he was infected too. And I thought, oh my god, what is happening? That was true. That was true. I mean, at the beginning I thought it was only stories. It couldn't be real. People eating humans. It's only in books and movies, but that was real, right in front of me. So I started to run. I had my backpack on me, and I just ran. With all my gear, I ran. And I never turned back. I mean, I wanted to forget that moment so bad. I would have erased it from my memory, but I can't. Yeah, so basically that was my first time. What about you?
But me? Oh yeah, in the first place, well, I'm a guitarist. I used to make my living off that.
Yeah.
Well, when shit hit the fan, I came here to Chernarussian to help a bit in the Chernarussian military. And we were sent on a mission. The mission I got lost in, the very first mission, of course, after a little bit of basic training. And we were walking through this town. It was near Zelenogorsk, the point of the outbreak.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was a point of outbreak. Yeah. Well, it's been a long time, so. Anyways, we were walking down, and then there was this car crashed against a pole, like a telephone pole.
Mm-hmm.
And our heavy boots, they were just stomping on the pavement, and I guess that attracted some of those people in the car, and we were trying to be friendly. We looked to see if they were okay, but he just lunged at my colleague, my buddy, and he grabbed him, and he just started biting and slashing at his face and throat, and that's when we knew those people were already infected.
So, did you have any idea of what kind of infection it was? I mean, did you have any information from the army or, I don't know, any military group? What kind of disease it was? I mean, to make people sick at the point that they eat and bite human?
Yeah, well, we weren't given that much intel, but it's safe to say this was beyond expectation.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's getting quite dark here. Just let me light this candle. Hold on. Yeah, we can go on. Because it's getting quite dark, quite early nowadays in Chernarussian.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's beginning to change a bit again. So yeah, I think that concludes what we have to tell for the last couple of days. Don't you think?
Yeah. So before we leave our fans, if I can call them like that,
Yes.
I mean, still alive humans. Would you like to play some music for them and for me as well?
Sure.
You know, I'm always up for some guitar.
Of course, and that's my specialty. So, you're lucky.
Good.
I think it's still tuned. May sound a little off because, well, the weather's changing again, so apologies. Alabama.
Well done, yeah. I recognize the song. I really love this song.
Thanks, man.
Wish you
all had a safe and sweet home. Well,
yeah.
We don't.
Be careful with who you're talking with, alright?
Be careful.
Always be careful.
For the rest, have a nice day.
Yeah, stay safe, guys.
Stay
and
safe,
see you on the next broadcast.
For sure.